why are members and ex-members waiting on the church to do something charitable, right?
Yeah.
I don't think it's ethical for the members or for ex-members to say, hey, the church should be doing more when we're doing nothing.
Right.
Because it's like, I don't give my tithing money for someone else to do charity. I should be doing charity for people. And then if I can, I'm going to get my tithing.
That's a really interesting perspective, because I've always held that perspective for government. Like, I don't like the idea of this tax program so that we can help the poor, because first of all, I have no idea where it's actually going. And second of all, like, I'm not doing it myself. I guess, like, personally, like I've kind of just shifted that to like the church's responsibility. And I've tried to argue like, oh, well, like, I'm giving to this church because I know that they'll do the right thing. But now it's almost like, now I have to face this issue. It's like, well, who knows if they're doing the best thing or the charitable thing with my money? Like, maybe I should just step up and put out some more individual action. I think that's a great
maybe it's,
because
maybe that was their plan.
If you
they're trying to drive us all to be more individualists. Sorry.
President Nelson is playing 4D chess with
4D chess.
No, but think about this. If you take the ex-Mormon position to its logical conclusion, let's say the church goes all out on its charity, right?
Yeah.
Then it morally bankrupts its members, because they say, oh, well, the church will take care of it. I don't have to give to the poor. I don't have to feed the naked and visit the sick. The church will do it for me. And so there's that balance that you have to have within the church. There's a balance in how transparent should you be, how much money should the church donate to charitable causes, and how much charity work should the members do outside of the church, or that should not be delegated to the
So
church.
here's one that got brought up. What about cleaning the bathroom at the church?
Oh, the janitor. That's the first thing they said. They should hire professional janitors.
It's like, why are we cleaning the church? This is the real scandal.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's merit and there's value to the church community coming together and taking care, being stewards of their own building.
True, but we all know I think it never actually happens.
It happens.
It always ends up being
maybe not in Utah.
Every week.
In Utah, it doesn't happen.
Other people every week.
So I went to Brazil. And I went to Cuba, and I've gone to Mexico. Mexico is different. We'll exclude them for now. I went to Brazil for a few weeks in 2016, and I helped members there clean the church. And I don't know if it's like Brazilian law or policy there, but like they have really terrible cleaning equipment. I think it's the culture, because we were mopping the gym floor at the church in Brazil, right? Mm-hmm. And in America, we use a mop. We use those like stringy mops with like the buckets and water, and we mop it, and we have the big dusters and stuff like that. In Brazil, wasn't just the church, but everyone I ever met in Brazil who was cleaning their house, they would take like a rag and like put it on the stick thing and clamp it down, and then dip that in a bucket, and then clean it, and it was just terrible. Like, it didn't look any cleaner afterwards. And I'm thinking, like, yeah, maybe that's just how they clean in Brazil, but the church can also like provide them with more, like, with better cleaning equipment, even if they don't want to pay a professional cleaner. I mean, I kind of sympathize with that criticism. The church can do more to, let's say, provide cleaning equipment for people outside the U.S. for either, let's say, economic or cultural reasons. They just don't use the best cleaning stuff.
Yeah, and I can sympathize with the separation between like the inside Utah or inside the U.S. and other places, because like I have some pretty cool stories. Like in the Mekong Delta churches in Vietnam, like there's people that drive an hour to go clean the church, and they don't even have enough money to buy like a bag of rice for the next month, and they'll use that money on their gasoline so they can get to the church, because they actually care about their chapels. So that like that is something so foreign to us here. We don't care about our chapels. And like, I kind of brought this up as a joke, whether or not we should be cleaning the churches. But like, out of all seriousness, it's a great idea for us to learn responsibility and to take care and care about our properties. I was just trying to make a more, I was trying to bring up a different issue, which is like, at what point is it an